The election bill that's been at the center of a months-long stalemate between Republicans and Democrats at the state capitol is now on its way to Governor Abbott's desk. CBS Austin's Christian Flores joins us now. Christian, what measure got the most attention today?
Yeah, the removal of the amendment that would have prevented legal action against voters who vote illegally by accident threatened to derail this bill, but the bill still passed on a near strict party line vote. After passionate closing statements, the bill is now on its way to Governor Abbott's desk to sign after getting killed twice already by Democrats breaking quorum.
A quorum is present.
With all eyes on if the Texas House would keep their quorum for Tuesday's big vote, the third time proved to be the charm in the Texas Capitol, as lawmakers were finally able to pass the divisive election bill SB 1, which had pushed Democrats to sink the piece of legislation twice, the most notable of which when they flew out of the state in the first special session last month. On Tuesday,
SB 1 is passed.
The conference committee report is adopted.
Both the Texas House and Senate approved the final language of SB 1 on a near strict party line vote, sending the top Republican priority bill to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. The bill bans 24-hour and drive-through voting, prohibits election workers from sending out vote-by-mail applications to voters who did not request one, and increases protections for partisan poll watchers. The Democrats who are part of the conference committee in charge of coming up with the final language did not sign off on the final version of the bill.
I believe this bill does more harm than good for our democracy.
The only change in the bill from when it was passed in both chambers was the removal of an amendment that would have prevented prosecutions of people who accidentally voted illegally, which drew the most attention in both chambers Tuesday.
There could be additional criminal prosecutions brought against people for innocuous activity that they may not even realize was illegal.
A fraudulent ballot, they should be convicted, they should be prosecuted. But if it's a mistake, they shouldn't be prosecuted.
This language goes further. It does more than was intended. And so a lot of people got nervous about unintended consequences.
This amendment was tacked on in response to the case of Crystal Mason, who was sentenced to 5 years in prison for voting while on probation for a felony, despite not knowing this was a crime. To the bitter end, bitter partisanship set the tempo as lawmakers approached the end of the second special session.
It's the only concession that we got from them on this bill, and they took it out. So very disappointing, absolutely.
And how could Democrats trust, the negotiation process after that?
For some reason, the Senate has a different interpretation. I understand that my colleagues across the aisle are disappointed that that didn't make it in.
Shortly after the Senate gave the final okay needed, Governor Abbott released a statement saying, in part, Senate Bill 1 will solidify trust and confidence in the outcome of our elections by making it easier to vote and harder to cheat. I look forward to signing Senate Bill 1 into law, ensuring election integrity in Texas. Reporting live in the studio, Christian Flores, CBS Austin News.